Morning. This is David Koos. I'm the Chairman and CEO of Entest BioMedical, and the reason we're having this blogcast this morning is to update people as to the activities of the company so they can get a feel for the direction we're moving in. In our press release, we announced that we'll be discussing immuno-vax, which is our immuno-therapeutic cancer vaccine for canines, and we're covering the direction that is rolling. Entest recently has adopted a veterinary-first approach to its research and its products. The reason for that is that we can get to market much quicker, generating revenue for the company much quicker than if we focused on human trials. Ultimately, the data that we collect from the market that we address in terms of the veterinary market will be supporting for eventual human trials in the future, whether that's Entest directly or Entest partnering with another company to do those trials. Our focus immediately is really in the veterinary oncology market. We have immuno-vax I, II, and III in the pipeline right now. immuno-vax I is the result of an encapsulation device that was originally developed by Baxter. In the studies that they did in support of that encapsulation device, they had very high efficacy. I believe it was 60% efficacy in treating canines with cancer on a very small study. We're in the process of developing a 10-dog safety study which will show efficacy in the actual procedure, as well as making sure that there are no deleterious side effects to using the treatment. The way that this treatment works is we take a piece of the dog's tumor, and that is processed actually in immuno-vax II. It'll be processed with a kind of a treatment cocktail, and then this is placed in a very small encapsulation device and is put back into the dog. And what this does is it triggers the dog's own immune response. It causes the dog's immune system to develop an approach to attack the tumor, and really shows the direction that we feel that cancer treatment is moving in the future. 1 out of every 3 to 4 dogs will develop cancer in some form or another. 50% of dogs over the age of 10 will get cancer. So this marketplace is a huge market. Part of our rollout in this product will involve the acquisition of veterinary clinics as distribution pipeline or distribution channels for the product. Now, the acquisition of veterinary clinics does several things for us. 1, it will provide us with near-term revenue. 2, each clinic that we've identified as a target candidate to be rolled into Entest generates somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 to $1 million in revenue per year. So that's a nice base. Our initial target is to acquire 5 veterinary clinics to build out our distribution channel. So from that acquisition, as we're able to pull those together, we would end up with approximately $3 to $5 million in revenue, and we would also end up with 5 clinics that produce approximately 800 cancer patients, canine cancer patients per year. Company anticipates that out of those 800 cancer patients, if we're able to treat those, we will generate approximately $3,000 in revenue per dog. Well, you can do the math with that. It's a very attractive revenue stream in addition to the revenue stream that's provided by the clinics being integrated into the system. Our focus, as I said initially, is with immuno-vax I, getting that to market. We believe that once we've completed the 10-dog safety study and have shown efficacy and safety in this treatment, that we should be able to be to market with our first product within the next 12 months. Obviously, that is couched in the efficacy and safety that we demonstrate in the study, but we're extremely excited about it. We believe that the future in veterinary medicine is rapidly changing. In the past, companies that have focused on the veterinary market have been focused on products that were initially developed for the human market and then have been rolled down to the veterinary market. There's been a lack of real direct focus on animals first as opposed to humans first, and then moving the products down to the animals. So from our standpoint, we're specifically targeting this pet first or veterinary first marketplace initially because it is an underserved market. It is a market that represents reasonably quick time to get a product into the marketplace. Not that the regulations are relaxed, but the structure of the regulations in the veterinary market allow for a much more rapid time to market entry. So that's our first focus, is getting immuno-vax I to market. Once we've done that, we will be moving into developing or going into clinical trials on immuno-vax II, which has this cocktail that the tumor of the dog, part of the tumor, is processed and mixed into this. We believe the efficacy rate is going to be much higher than immuno-vax I, but it will require more time. Where immuno-vax I, we believe we can be to market in 1 year. immuno-vax II, we believe, will take about probably 24 to 30 months to get to market with. Both are going to be head and shoulders above the current treatment that is available for dogs with cancer. And I might add, it's interesting, on an anecdotal basis, veterinary oncologists that we have spoken with suggest that the average dog owner will spend between $5,000 to $8,000 to treat their animal for cancer. That's a fairly staggering number, because at the end of the day, you're thinking your initial acquisition cost, and I don't mean it to sound like it was a car or a house, but the cost that you're paying to acquire a pet is fairly nominal when you consider the services, veterinary services, that pet is going to require down the road. I'm extremely excited about this opportunity to address an underserved market, especially given that I'm a pet person myself. I have 2 basset hounds, and realize that there's needs that aren't currently being met, and we can meet those needs. We can make a substantial amount of money meeting those needs, filling a niche. In our situation, we look at, once we've identified and acquired between 5 and 10 veterinary clinics, and we've got our first product in the pipeline, or actually to market, we have a goal of developing our own veterinary oncology center, which will be fed from initially the veterinary clinics that we acquire. So let's say you have 5 veterinary clinics, average